Hey guys, First Regardsman here, and today I'll be talking about all the classes in Space Marine 2 patch 9.0 and tier listing them. Now, all of the classes are in a pretty good spot right now, but some are still stronger than others, so once again, I will be ranking them today. And first up, we have the Bulwark class. Now, the Bulwark is by far the strongest of the three melee classes in this game. Out of Bulwark, Assault, and Vanguard, he does stupidly high damage with things like the Power Fist. He really benefited from the melee weapon buff they did in patch 9.0, and he was already a top tier class before that. He has amazing team perks like Focus Restoration and Advanced Conditioning. He also has amazing damage perks like Intimidating Aura and the best tank perk selection in the entire game and the highest starting HP without any perks to begin with. So very, very powerful class. He's pretty much good at everything. Invigorating Icon for team-wide healing is immensely powerful, and the banner also does stupid damage in an AoE with Purity of Purpose. He is an easy S. I think he's probably the second strongest class in the entire game, and the only class I put above him directly, at least for solo play, would be the Heavy, because Heavy is stupidly good at everything. He has one of the best team perks in this entire game with Encompassing Aegis. 25% damage reduction for against range attacks for your whole team is stupidly good, and you don't have to do anything to obtain it. He has amazing ammo economy, amazing damage, on top of stupidly high HP with the Fortitude perk. He is the only class in the entire game that can achieve the starting health of the Bulwark class, and he also has access to Conviction, so he's even tankier on top of that. Super powerful for pretty much all content in this game, and the best boss killer when in like a team comp with Tactical and Bulwark by far. And Heavy Plasma and Multi-Melta are the two best guns in this game, period, and they're both on this class. So Straben, he is simply that guy. He is immensely powerful. He's one of the easiest classes to play as well. He's also pretty fun, well, at least depending on who you ask, and I would probably say he is the best overall class in Space Marine 2 when it comes to, like, you know, just playing the baseline of the class at any like weird niche mechanics like camo cloak canceling and stuff like that. Like, just plug in Straben and play the game as a Heavy. He just mops no matter what you're doing. So easy S tier. Straben is that guy, and Iron Halo is also one of the best anti-range weapons in this, or anti-range abilities in this entire game. Next class here is the Sniper class. Now, Sniper has the easy potential to be the single best class in Space Marine 2, mainly because if you have the proper setup with him with Lingering Concealment, Emperor's Grace, and you use the Camo Cloak Cancel, he is literally immortal for the entire game. But even without that, he's still very powerful, and the Pattern of Excellence signature perk he has is some of the best equipment recharge in the entire game, period. He has amazing damage versus both bosses, horde control with Melta Bomb spamming, and stuff like that, and the Camo Cloak is just a god tier ability. And really, if we're just talking about the Camo Cloak cancel, he would be like absolute top S tier, if not for the fact that Siege Mode is content that he can't actually push as fast as the other classes can, simply because he's not like the best at clear rates. He's the best at just surviving, which he does better than pretty much anybody, but like the actual mechanic for that is quite niche, so I wouldn't really put him in S, but he's an easy A. And the Sniper class really is just a ton of fun to play as well. He has really fun guns like Last Fusel, Bolt Sniper now, and all of them did get buffed for the most part this patch, so he is better than ever. And the Block Knife is also really fun to use on him. I actually like the Sniper quite a bit, and his weapon selection is, you know, it's actually quite fun, so easily A, and also just a ton of fun to play. Next class here is the Tactical class. Now, this class has the worst survivability of any class in this game. He has practically no damage reduction. The only tank perk he has is Fortitude in the Prestige perk tree, but he makes up for that by having the single best boss nuking potential with things like Auspex Scan. And when I say the single best boss nuking potential, I mean like for a team comp, because Auspex Scan is like the best class ability in the game outside of things like Banner, and overall it's just incredibly valuable for any team comp, period. Nuking triple boss spawns in Hard Siege, nuking them even in Absolute 2.0, where like the new Carnifex boss is kind of on crack with the buff to his artillery, so nuking him is even better than ever. He also has access to incredible perks like Battle Focus to help him hit breakpoints with block chainswords and stuff like that to basically one-shot any Majoris in the game. And he also has the single best team perk in the entire game, in my opinion, which is Secure Stockpile, which gives your entire team back grenades on a 60-second cooldown with like a basically zero input from the player. Actually, not basically, literally zero input from the player. So you just get 60-second Melta Bombs, crack grenades, shock grenades, team-wide. He can grant equipment recharge to the Bulwark class, for this class it usually has literally none. Incredibly powerful, and his selection of ranged weapons is is also epic as well. So I would say he's an easy S. I don't think on his own he is as strong as the Bulwark or the Heavy class are. Now he can push to wave 21 and like past that in true solo siege, unlike most classes can. Really, the only other class that can actually do that is Heavy, but I wouldn't really say he's as good as a Heavy outright, just because he does struggle with more content due to how squishy he is, and the way he pushes that super high wave is by like abusing ammo boxes with the grenade launcher, which is a viable strategy, but it's a pretty niche one and only works in like one mode. But still, he is an easy S tier, and like these three guys make up the best team comp in the whole game period, because they just work the best together, and he's also just a super powerful option for any team in the entire game. For just because he's the guy. Like, Tactical's the guy. That's the best way to put it. I'm at a loss for words for how good he is at times, but he really is that good when it comes to like team impact. It's kind of stupid. He really does fit the niche of a ranged support character better than like most of these class identities go, and he's just super fun to play as well, and I like his weapon selection a lot, so easy S. Next class here is the Assault class. Now, Assault class used to be like a hard C for like this game. He was really bad against Chaos until like patch 9.0 here. He now has some buffs. He really benefited from the melee weapon buff, and he also has some reworked perks like Defense Mechanism for a 50% slower CHP decay, on top of stuff like Hammer of Wrath giving him a 30% range damage reduction for 15 seconds on ground pound, and the invulnerability is like full in his ground pound for like the full animation. So very strong in patch 9.0. I would say he might actually be better at times versus Chaos than Tyranids now, but he does mop both the factions. He can even take on triple Hellbrute by himself. Very powerful, and a lot of his perks don't like to bug out that much compared to Vanguard. His team perks are really like the only thing holding him back, that and his ammo economy, which kind of sucks, but for the most part right now he's in a very strong spot, excuse me, and I would put him in A tier. I would not say he's as good as Sniper, Tactical, Bulwark, or Heavy. He may be better at true soloing operations than the Tactical is because he's less squishy, and boss spawns can definitely nuke the Tactical at times, but Assault, I still say he's like overall worse in like a team than these classes are, so I put him here. Now, next class here is Vanguard. Vanguard's a strange class in that he has two of the best team perks in the entire game with Unmatched Zeal and Inner Fire. They are god tier and they are incredible, but his best perk combo on the actual class itself, Zone of Impact with Tactical Prowess, is incredibly buggy. It will bug out all the time. You'll lose your grapnel when you're supposed to get it refunded, which can really screw him over, and his ammo economy also sucks, and his weapon selection is not really that good outside of the standard bolt carbine. So I would say, like, as an actual class, he is worse than Assault is, but his team perks make up for that, so they're kind of on like an even playing field. So I would put him in A. I don't really think either one is like better than the other one. If I had to choose a class to like true solo with, Assault can definitely be better for bosses at times because Jump Pack is a stupidly powerful ability and dumps out a ton of damage. But the Vanguard has amazing access to healing perks, and he'd be a lot more forgiving to play at times, though the fact that Zone of Impact and Tactical Prowess like to bug out all the time really holds him back. If they ever fix that, I would say he's like an easy top A class because Zone of Impact is very powerful, but for now I would put him here. And like, really, like I said before, no class is particularly bad right now. They can all go up to like wave 25 hard siege, and if you're trying to go past like 30 plus or like reach 40, I would take like these three, but most people aren't going to be doing that for practical purposes. These classes are all very strong. Operations, they absolutely mop on both Chaos and Tyranids, and hard siege is far easier for them than ever, and they also have great synergies with each other. I'm really curious to see what they do with the Vanguard class and the Assault class going forward, because they probably need the most bug fixes and work currently, but overall team perks are amazing on him. The actual class abilities are amazing on this guy, and his damage is stupid, and all the other classes are in a great spot and don't need a ton of work currently outside like some, more interesting perk reworks. So that's pretty much all there is for this list here, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the list here in the comments below. Overall, the classes are in a pretty strong spot. Patch 9.0 did a great job on the balance. I'm curious to see how these classes will feel versus Chaos when the new Chaos spawn comes out, because right now you are kind of limited in the builds you play on Assault and Vanguard at times. You're fighting Chaos because they don't do super well versus certain enemies if you don't build like Zone of Impact, stuff like that, or Defense Mechanism and Hammer of Wrath on the Assault. So hopefully one day they fix that and give us more build variety on them, but for now they're all in a pretty good spot regardless, and I'm curious to hear what you guys think in the comments below. But as always, thank you for watching, and if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and take it easy.